All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Freedom Fridays. I'm excited to get us started like we always do. On Freedom Fridays, what we do is we come together so that we can, whoops, I'm on the wrong one, so that we can be intentional about creating more rest and fun in every single week. And that includes busy weeks. So this week, I specifically want to talk about being intentional about rest and fun during busy weeks because it's something that I've been struggling with this exact week. But that being said, yes, we come together every single week to do this because making that shift and prioritizing rest and fun is not easy. It's not something that we just naturally do, especially not if we've had the habit of being a strong Black woman, of getting things done at all cost, of, making sure the world keeps turning. If we've been that person, it doesn't just automatically turn off. We have to create boundaries and, change our behavior to actually make space for us to be able to have that life. So, we're going to be talking about that today and every Friday. And I know that sounds deep, but we actually do it with a lot of fun. We get on, we celebrate our wins, we talk about the rest and fun things that we've tried in hopes of sharing it with other Black women that might want to try them as well. Um, and then we actually set up our schedule for next week, prioritizing, like actually scheduling time for rest and fun, whatever that looks like, in hopes that we can build on that and continue to create more rest and fun in our life every week. So, if that sounds interesting to you, then you're in the right place. Thank you for joining. Make sure you say hello in the chat if you're here live. If you are joining the replay, join the hashtag replay gang so I can say hello to you too. I want to celebrate your wins. I want to know what fun things you've done this week. I want to know what you're getting excited about so that I can celebrate you and join you in your own celebration of the things that you're doing. I'm so excited to have you here. So now that we've got that introduction all set up, we know exactly what's going on. We're going to go ahead and jump in. So today, this week is a special week because it is Exodus Summit week. And if you are new to the idea of Exodus Summit, you've never heard of it before, then I'm very excited to be the one to introduce it to you. And here's why. As we continue to quit being a strong Black woman and shift our lives to really um, build this crazy, amazing life that honestly we probably haven't seen other people live, I believe that Exodus Summit is one of the next steps in like exploring what our life can actually look like. The fun, the amazing things that we can actually the things that we probably never thought we could have, we can actually achieve them. And Exodus Summit is a great community to help us do that through finding remote work, through moving abroad, taking our families abroad, whether it's older parents or young kids. Um, Really find living in places that the cost of living is cheaper and we actually can afford lives, the life that we want here, we might actually be truly be able to afford it there rather than always living paycheck to paycheck. So Exodus Summit is a really great opportunity for us as Black women and our families to live better lives abroad. And so I'm really excited about Exodus Summit and all that's coming. Hey, Marissa. So glad that you got a chance to join today. Happy Friday to you too. Happy pre-Exodus Summit. So yes, that's what I was just talking about today. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. And I'll also say I'm really excited to be a speaker at Exodus Summit this year. I'm going to be talking about move abroad fails. And I want to normalize that while I love everything about moving abroad, it is not necessarily easy. And I want to normalize that it's not always easy. And I also want to normalize that if for some reason you move abroad, but you end up back in the States, that's not a fail. So we're going to talk about what that looks like, what kind of ways that that can show up. Because, hey, I've been that person that has moved abroad. I lived in Costa Rica for a year. I've lived in Rome for 3 months. I've lived in Spain for 6 months. And I'm back in the States right now. I'm in Charlotte right now, doing a house sit, but still in Charlotte. So, yeah, we're gonna talk about how to not let that feel like a fail and how to really assess what you need from a country so that you can make a really great decision. Okay, I feel like that was a lot of promotion. I'm done with that. I hope you get all the details. So let's move into what are we celebrating for the week? What are we celebrating this week, ladies? I always, of course, I'm going to share my celebrations. Um, but I want to celebrate what are your wins too. And I want you to pause and really think about what do you classify as a win? It doesn't have to be big. This is no like uh comparison here. No, well, her dream was her win was bigger than mine, or I don't even know if my win is worth saying. Everything that comes to mind when I say a win is worth sharing. So share it with me. What was your win for this week? So while you're doing that, let me think about a couple wins. Win number 1, I watched, I think I might have told you guys last week, but I'm still reeling off of it. I watched Inside Out 2, and I just love that movie so much. I don't think I'd ever had deep anxiety. I don't think I have like rolling anxiety, but I had a situation this year with some deep anxiety and man, watching that movie just made me feel so seen and known, and it also made me feel like I wasn't crazy, and realizing that my heart was just trying to protect itself, but also how to like speak to that part of myself so that I could move into healing. Yes, animated movies do all of that for me. Am I crazy? Am I the only one that gets healing off of things like that? So that's my win number 1. So you guys don't forget, you could put your wins in the chat and also take a second to say hello if you've joined. That's my first one. What's my second one? I actually have a lot of ones this week. I'm doing a house sit this week. And the funny thing that I find about wins is sometimes wins come on the backside of things not going well. So, like, again, Inside Out, at the end where it's like sadness on one side of the globe and then joy on the other side of the globe. I had that with this house sit. So I'm house sitting and dog sitting two large dogs. They're super sweet, a pit and a blab. But they're big dogs. They're 65 and 75 pounds, and they are not well leash trained. So the first day, they started pulling, and I got, leash burn all across my hand, and I was like, "Ugh, this is painful." Not just does it suck, but it was painful, and I was like, "You gotta be kidding me. I think I wanna go home." And then because the one dog was pulling so much, the other one never got a chance to, like, stop and pee, so he just started peeing, and he peed all over my new sneakers, and I was like, And I was really like, I wanted to go home after that. So, that being said, yes, that was like the sad part. But then on the one side, I went to PetSmart and I got a gentle lead collar and I put the collar on him and he responded pretty well to it. And now he's not pulling. It's been a whole week now. And past that first 24 hours, he's not pulling anymore. And I was very grateful that when I told the owner was okay with it because I was like, "Okay, I know you didn't buy this. This is not something that you gave me to use, but like in order for me to make this work, like this is what I have to do." And she was like, "Oh, don't worry." She reimbursed me for the collar and then, she had some spray to help get the smell out of my shoes from the dog peeing on them and I washed them or whatever and everything got a lot better. So I'm celebrating the win that everything got a lot better. The dogs are so sweet. They love to cuddle. I mean, they follow me around as if they were my own dogs. Like they do not like to leave my side, which is so sweet. So I'm celebrating that it's been a pretty good house sit. And then, oh, Marissa says, oh, because I asked, was it crazy for me to get so much out of what is it? Inside Out 2, and she said, "No, not crazy at all. Stories are powerful. They're so powerful and they're so relatable." And when you can take such a deep concept like anxiety and the inner feelings and emotions that we're struggling with and our beliefs and core values and make them into this so simple and relatable concept, man, that is powerful. Like, I am trying to grow my storytelling skills to be able to do that because a lot of the things that I talk about in my program are on that level. But when we're in the program and we're like going through things, it's a little easier to do it that way. But when I'm just doing a snippet, I want to get it so good that it's down into a 90-second reel that it's that relatable. So yes, I appreciate that. The stories are powerful and it's not crazy at all to connect with those. So yes, I love that. Okay. So then yes, that was my second win. My third win is that it's Exodus Summit week. Hi, Marissa. So glad you got to join as well. We're just sharing our wins so we could celebrate with each other. And also, you guys, I forgot to say, like, if you haven't downloaded the worksheet, this is a good time to go ahead and download it. There is a section in there where you can write out your wins. And there's this thing about writing out our wins. It's not just for the fun of it, this is affirmation of the work that you've put in during the week. This is positive reinforcement that you're making progress. This is appreciating yourself, affirming yourself. Like this is a practice to have. So we're only doing it once a week. I want you to show up and celebrate your wins. You deserve to be celebrated. So make sure you take a second to do that. I love it. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So, okay. So, my third win for the week. Let me see. My third win is that for my other business, Cafe Co. We just set up an ad. We had the worst experience. Again, sadness and joy come together. Um, we had someone hack into our business account on Facebook, and it was like a mad scramble to make sure that they didn't get our Instagram because that's where all our followers were. We didn't want to have to try and um move them over, and nobody wants their accounts to get hacked. That's at the end of the day, like nobody wants their account to get hacked. So we had all of that happen, and so we had to start a second Facebook account, which then locked us out of our ads account. So then we had to set up a ads account to go to a second Instagram account. Ugh, all of this stuff. But all of that to say, we finally got all of that figured out. And now we have our ads account set up and we're promoting. We're going to be doing a pop up shop here in Charlotte, not this weekend, but next weekend. So I was very excited to get that ad done because we just had so many roadblocks in the midst of it. But I'm glad we got over it. We figured it out. And we have found that ads really help when we do our pop up. So I'm really excited that we're able to do that and do it more than boosting because boosting is not worth your money. If you didn't know that, we should talk about business stuff at another time. I need to figure out, would y'all want to talk about that? Because I could share all the things that I have found that do not work. But yeah, I'm so glad that we were able to get the ad account set up if I get back on track. So, yes, those are my three wins for the week. Marissa, this is so sweet. Thank you for asking. How am I doing? That's a really good question. You know, I try to not just immediately say I'm fine. So let me pause with that and ask. And I also want to ask you ladies, like, how are you feeling today? Let me see. How am I doing? Last night I slept pretty good, which is good. The other thing about being at the dog being house sitting is I don't always sleep well. And yesterday they had a fire alarm go off at 5 o'clock in the morning and it was not my time to get up. So last night I slept really good to recount for that. I think I'm feeling good. I think that I'm trying to be present in everything that's going on. And what I said a little bit earlier, like when we first started, this week has been a week where I have felt the tension of wanting to push myself to do more because I'm I've been trying to finish up this project. Um, and trying to fight with that tension to not bulldoze myself to do more, but make time and space to do exactly what we're talking about, which is why I love having this session. Because not just for you guys, it's also a reminder for me that if I'm not careful, if I'm not intentional, it's so easy to just push myself to just, and it's not even like, it's less than it was. I don't feel like I'm bulldozing myself anymore. I'm not forcing myself to do more, but I know sometimes I can still allow myself to default that way. And I want to get better at not even defaulting. Like I want to default to make space for God to do magical things and the things that I think that I need to do more for. And for me to actually enjoy my life in the process and all of this back and forth started. So let me see. Oh, Marissa said, I'm so glad you asked her, Marissa. I was wondering, but didn't know how to phrase that. You guys are so sweet. Thank you for like asking that and checking in on me. I really, really, really appreciate that. I hope what I shared makes sense about like that tension between um really challenging myself to not, yes, I've moved past not bulldozing, but also moving past not defaulting to trying to get one more thing done is the other part of it. So thank you. I do appreciate you asking me that. Let me see. My favorite childhood memories are watching movies and reading books with my mom, and her always stopping to tell me the deeper lesson. She would get so geeked. Yes, I love that. That is so, so beautiful. Come on, mom, for stopping to talk about the hard work and like giving us a practice of leaning into the hard work. I try to do that with my goddaughters too. And they're kind of, it's fun how to see littles like really be like, yeah, I get it. And I'm like, yeah, you get it. That's beautiful. It's so sweet. I love that. I'm so glad that she's done that. And I love that that's something so beautiful you could pass on to I believe you have a son. To pass on to your son too. And to any littles, like I'm not going to get into that whole topic. That's a topic for another day. But thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that a lot. Okay, so ladies, if you haven't had a chance to say hello, say hello. And then also at this point, we're sharing our wins for the week. And you can also download the worksheet for everything that we're doing right here, because this is a practice of helping us get more rest and fun. And everything that we're doing today is a practice of doing that. But I want you to have the worksheet. So, regardless of whether you can join live, you could join on the replay and you could still do the activities because this is all a part of it. This is all a part of helping us make that shift and actually create more of the life that we want rather than bulldozing ourselves to feel like we need to do more. So, yes, the littles absorb everything we do. They sincerely do. And it's so cool because they're sponges, but they're also their own little personalities. Like, even from the second they come out in these little itty bitty balls of just human little flesh that does nothing but like cry and poop and eat, like, they already have so much personality. So, it's really amazing. And being intentional on how we affect those littles is important too. So I love it. Okay, so we've taken some time to celebrate our wins. You can continue to put your wins in the chat for the rest of the session. Like I want to hear about them. I want to celebrate them with you. But we're also, let's take a second and think about what are some rest and fun things that we did this week because it's time to give out the stickers. If you did anything that added up to rest and fun for this week, then you get a sticker. And I would love, it is one of my favorite things to give you a sticker because it positively reinforces that you are shifting your life to really prioritize this. And that's a huge, huge, huge and tangible thing. This is not just about thinking about it. This is about taking action to make that shift. So let me get the sticker chart up here. Let me get it. Let me get it. Here. All right. Oops. I had opened this up because I was like, man, what's happening? Okay, good. Now, okay. So first we need to decide what's the sticker that we are going to use today. Today is October 11th, 2024. What sticker do we want to give ourselves for getting more rest and fun in our schedule this week? And remember, you don't have to tell me what rest and fun you did. I just want to know that you did it because this is not about you proving yourself to me. You're just telling me I deserve a sticker and I'm going to give you a sticker. Everything else is trust in you. So let me know. I need a sticker. Okay. Let me see. Let me do this because it so I can see it all in the same window. Mm, take that off. Okay, here we go. Let me see. Applauding you, Rashida, for allowing yourself to stop and take some pressure off during such an important week. Thank you. I appreciate that. And this is like the main time we have to like make practice to do it. Because if we only do it in the weeks where it's not that much pressure, are we actually changing? Are we actually allowing ourselves to evolve? Are we actually change ending one behavior, like ending that bulldozing behavior and stopping another? It comes down to, do we do it more when we want to choose to bulldoze ourselves? If we're still choosing to bulldoze ourselves, we're actually not making the change. So thank you. Thank you for that. Trying to live what I talk about, right? Sticker, come on. Yes. I went to I went to an artist retreat, yes, at the library again, and two of my friends also joined me. This was also my win, that I am learning to introvert with others. Yes, that's amazing. And inviting other people. Oh, that's so amazing. I love this. This is beautiful. I'm going to write that down. So, one of the things I'm going to start doing until I figure out how to make to I need to take some time and add another page in that in our spreadsheet of different fun things to do. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna write a list on my iPad of more rest and fun activities, and then I'll add it to our list. So I'm writing it in my iPad right now. And what am I writing? I'm writing artist retreat because that's amazing. I just love this idea of the artist retreat. Um, Let me come out of here. And you know what? What I'll start doing maybe is I'll just actually just share my iPad so you can see it, but I'm not going to do that today. Okay. More rest and fun activities. Okay, so then an artist retreat. Look, any kind of retreat is my vibe, but I didn't even know that they had an artist retreat. So I love that. So yes, okay, we're giving you a sticker. Okay, which sticker should we use today? Maybe let's use the brown heart because I just saw Marissa put a brown heart in the chat, and I love using the stickers that you guys like to use naturally. Okay, let's do that. That's what we're gonna do. A brown heart. Okay, so Marissa is getting her sticker. Yes, sticker. I love it. And then, yes, Marissa Price said sticker as well. So she gets her sticker. Come on. Okay. All right. I love it. Let me see what she said. Yes, all the celebration, all the celebration. I love it. Okay. So then let me see. My rest and fun for this week. I went stepping last night and it's funny, again, pushing myself to like, this is why it's so important to have hobbies because if I didn't have something planned from last night and if I would have had to figure it out, I would not have left the house yesterday and I probably would have kept working. But since I had stepping planned for last night, I went on and got dressed and I went over to stepping. I got there a little late, but that was because of traffic. Um, and it was great and I enjoyed it. So I did do some rest and fun last night. Also, last Saturday, I did Mad Mouse. That's another one of my favorite habits. Mine should not be bigger than y'all's. Stop playing. Let me make everybody's 35. That's what it is. Um, there we go. So, yes, that was the other rest and fun that I did for this week. And I will tell you, those couple habits really have helped me in this last busy season make sure that I don't overdo it. Like help me really keep from getting to the point where I'm like tweaking a little bit. You know what I'm talking about when when you know you've done too much and you start tweaking. That has helped me not to do that. So, yes. Okay. So, we got our stickers for today. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys, if you are joining on the replay and you want me to have you in the spreadsheet, you don't have to be here live. All you got to do is come on to this video and in the comments do hashtag sticker. STICKA. Come on, let me show you how it's done. Sticker, like Marissa Price did. And I will give you a sticker because, yeah, I want you to know that I'm celebrating that you're making more time for rest and fun. So, yes. Okay. So now that we've got our stickers, we've got a couple things added to our rest and fun list. I'm trying to think, you guys, what kind of rest and fun do you think that you want to set up for next week? I think that Exodus Summit is going to be some rest for me because honestly, did you guys do the steps that Rashida Dow and Stephanie suggested for getting prepped for Exodus Summit? So like um what is it? Getting your meals situated, having a good place to yourself where you can watch it by yourself and really be able to pay attention. I also suggested to get some post-it notes. And I think in the midst of coming to my house, I lost my post-it notes. So I'm gonna go back to Target today and get my post-it notes. That being said, next week, next Wednesday morning, I'm going to do a special live where I'm going to take all of the post-it notes that I wrote out from Exodus Summit, all the things that I wanted to take notes about. I'm going to put them on post-it notes and I'm going to put them on a wall. And then I want to see like what themes emerge and what fears that I might need to overcome, things that I am looking at, and then also what things that I'm really excited about. So I think my plan is to do a live stream next Wednesday morning where I'm doing the processing for that. Um, I Yes, I'm gonna do it Wednesday morning. I was double checking if I really wanted to do it that time or if I wanted to do it at a different time, but I'm gonna do it on Wednesday. So Wednesday morning at 9 a.m. I think that'll be a lovely way to it's one of my favorite ways to take a step back and look at all the things that I am processing and thinking about and really pull out the themes. And it's an easier way to organize it because if you try to organize everything when you just write it in a regular notebook, it's not, you can't just pick it up and move it around, you know? So I think the post-its are a nice physical way um to do it. Of course, you could do it electronically on like an iPad because you could move things around, but I think it'll be fun to do it in a physical way. So, if that's your jam, I would love to have you join me next Wednesday for doing that kind of process. So, okay, yay. I'm glad that you like that. I think it's fun to have like a visual way to process and to do that. Okay, cool. All right. So then all right. We have so my actual question was, what kind of rest and fun do we want to schedule for next week? Um, Next week is going to be, I'll have stepping on Thursday, but there's also another event on Friday. Um, it is at a vegan cafe that I like to go to, so I'll probably go to that. Um, or you know what? I might only do one or the other because since I'm not going to my family's house to hang out with my goddaughters this weekend, I want to make sure I have some time to hang out with them next weekend. Um, and they went to the Simone Biles thing this past Wednesday. So I want them to tell me about all the fun that they had. So I might have to just call them today so they could tell me. But yes, I want to be able to do that. So I know those are a couple things that I want to do for rest and fun. I also signed up for ClassPass, which is, have you guys ever tried that? The workout app that allows you to try all the different workout places. So I am preparing for a wedding at the end of the month. I really have a lot of things going on over the next couple months. So I'm also trying to really be good at figuring out how I'm going to put rest and fun in on a more longer term basis because I know I have so many things going on. Um, I don't know that I answered that question. I think I did. I'm gonna make time to go to Mad Miles on Tuesday because I can't go next Saturday. I am going to make time to hang out with my goddaughters on Friday instead of going stepping, and then I'm going to go stepping on Thursday. So that'll give me three rest and fun activities for next week. That's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna be putting those things in my calendar. Um, yeah, so that I can have make sure I have those scheduled and ready for next week. So now that we've talked about that, when we go into our worksheet, which it should, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Okay. So we just talked about some different rest and fun things, activities that we could do. And I know my different places that I like to go to do those things. The other thing that I could do is now I'm going to make sure I I'm going to take some time and put those things on my calendar so that they don't just fall off. Because I know myself. And you're probably like this too. If you don't want to admit it, that's okay. But I know that if I don't put it in my calendar, it's not gonna get done. If I don't actually like schedule it, it's not gonna get done. So that's why I make time to do that. So yes, this is where I would put my three different things that I said, my rest and fun that I'm going to do this week. And let me tell y'all, I tried to go get my vegan cheesecake and everybody has been out. And I was like, y'all are hurting my feelings. This is hurting my feelings so much. So I'm gonna have to get a couple more backup places because I love cheesecake so much. And I've had it on my reward list for weeks now and I haven't been able to get it. Okay, let me see. Marissa said, I love how you prioritize your goddaughters. Warms my heart. Yay. They're fun. They're fun. And I have made the decision that I don't want to be a mom, but I love being a godmom. I love being a godmom. And so why not prioritize it? Like, what does it mean to love being a godmom if I don't take time to prioritize it? So, yay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so then Marissa also said for the upcoming week, I will do the artist retreat again. Dang, it's a weekly thing. I need to come be where you are so I can come join that. That sounds amazing. Also, I want to schedule a longboard weekly with other women. That'll be fun too. Okay, now I'm fully into like not videotaping everything, but I want to just feel if you want to share the vibe, I'm going back to watch the other video too. If you want to share the vibe, please share. I would love to experience that with you. Too bad you don't. Get some tape and tape your phone to your chest so while you're longboarding, it could move with you and we could see everything that you see. Okay, I love that. I love those things that you've got planned for coming up this week for rest and fun. So good. Okay, so then the other part of this is using the Eisenhower matrix. This section down here is that now we're looking at the things that we didn't accomplish this week and we are reprioritizing them. There's a chance that you put something on your list that wasn't that important or it was a nice to do, not a need to do. And I have found that the nice to do's never actually get done. So let's take them off the list. Like prioritize what's important and the other things if it's just a nice to have, it's not you're not prioritizing it. So take it off your list, okay? And then prioritize rest and fun in there, okay? So let's do that. So you're going to use this to decide, what things are at the top of your priority. Make sure you schedule those first. Things that are not a priority at all, delete them. And things that are a priority to somebody else, but they ask you for help, give it back. Delegate it, okay? So that you can have your time for you rather than spending all your time on things that are not important or things for other people. Again, there's beautiful to support other people, but let's make sure you're supported first. That face mask is on you first. All right. So then, oh, I love this. I have old videos of me longboarding and singing. I should definitely bring that back. See, you've already been doing videos of this. You need to be sharing this stuff. Girl, you got content for days. Share it and share about how, like, what made you do that? Like, what's the joy in that? Share that joy. I love experiencing okay, so like this week, Alicia Renese did a video on, um, trees are beautiful or trees are lovely. I can't remember the name of it, but it was all about trees and all the different ways that trees affect us. And I love that video because I got to appreciate trees through a different lens of eyes because she shared how she experiences trees and all the things that she loves about them and really helped me create a deeper respect for them. Now, I'm already a person that loves trees. Like, I hate one of the things that I love about Atlanta is so lush. It has so many trees. If you go up in one of the 20 foot, 20 level buildings and you look out, you don't see houses and more buildings. You see trees. And that is just so amazing that a lot of cities don't do that. So all of that to say, I already love trees, but getting to experience it through her eyes made me love it even more. And I think the same thing is going to happen with longboarding. Because here's the thing, I would never choose to longboard, but you might convince me. You might convince me. So I'll be excited to check for those videos. Yes, you should definitely bring them back. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so now we're moving into this part where we actually start creating our schedule for the next week. If you haven't had a chance to read this page in the worksheet, there are three main tips that I have for you. Start with what's most important first. So start with your top priorities. That's why we take some time and prioritize things first. Like you literally need to make a list and get the number one priority taking scheduled first and then down from there. And then when things are not important, like don't bulldoze yourself to do those. That's actually time you should be using to rest. When it is the most important, prioritize it then, okay? But until then, don't prioritize it. And then things that are not for you, give it back. Give it back, okay? All right, so there's a couple pages giving you some tips on how to do that. But now I am actually going to jump into setting up my schedule. I'm going to do that directly on the screen. If you have any questions, if you have any thoughts, actually, let me ask you that. I want to do a check-in with you guys. Okay, you guys, we do this every single week, and let me actually change back the scene. We do this every single week where we schedule more rest and fun, and I want to know, has it actually helped you? Have you actually found yourself getting more rest and fun in your week? And if not, like what do you think is stopping you and what would make it better? Like how can I better help us? How can I better lead us in this charge to get more rest and fun? So I would love to hear that from you. Now, I know you guys needed time to like think about it and then put it in the chat. So in the midst of you thinking about that, I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer to set up our schedule, and I'll set up my schedule too. And then let's talk about that when we come back from this time period before we wind down, and then we'll wind down afterwards, okay? So I want to know, have you actually seen yourself get more rest and fun in your week? And if yes, how does that feel? If not, what's keeping you from doing that? And how can we make this better? That's a lot of questions. I don't mean it to be that much, but it's kind of a train of thought. Tell me your train of thought about how this is working for you. That's what I want to know. That's a better question. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and get us into our planning time, and then I'll see you when the timer runs out. Okay, we did do this morning. Ooh, lunchtime after this. This is not gonna happen today. We're gonna check this on Tuesday. This is not happening tomorrow. Let me undo that. Delete this task. Okay, I wanna make sure. Monday. Mm, and then Monday stuff needs to be moved. Ooh, today's my brother's birthday. I need to figure out what time are the salons tomorrow. Okay. Let's do that. And this. Mm, to move this to today. Mm, I still haven't figured out how I'm gonna do that. Okay. Oh, oh crap. I put that on the wrong day. Mm-mm. Okay. Okay. Take the girls to school. Hmm. 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 Let's see. Okay, that's good. Got some flex time in there. Just have a feeling I'm gonna need it next week. And this is purple. I think I could take this off. I haven't been going. It's getting cold. Look at me. That's how I know things are getting better. Cause it didn't even take me the full time. Gosh, I think I still got 10 minutes. My. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and read the comments. I want to give you guys a chance to finish your schedule, so I'll be quiet. You still got about 10 minutes to finish setting up your schedule. I got mine done faster than I thought I would this week. Okay. jump in. Okay, I think we're just about done. I'm just gonna finish this one message and then we're gonna wind down. Okay. All right, you guys. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Let me fix this back how it's supposed to be so I don't mess myself up next week. All right, so we're officially into winding down. Um, Let me see. Marissa said. This has been a game changer for me. I need space to vocalize my hopes for myself, to achieve them, and this has been that place. Thank you. Okay, yay. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm happy to know that this is doing that. Like, this is exactly what I want this space to do, and that I hope that people feel, um, I know that there are so many places that we don't have the space to dream where we feel like we have to be more and all of those things. And I want this to be a space that our hope is like, it's like we've put our hope is a seed and we put it in a plant and with some dirt, and every week we're watering it. Like, I want this session to be like we're watering that hope, that dream, all of those things that we want from our life. This is helping us do that every week. So that's what I think of when I read your message, and that gets me excited because that's exactly what I want it to be like. So thank you for telling me that. It's good to know. This was so calming. Thank you. Yay. Good. Good. And I'm happy that this could be a space that you need it to be. Like, whatever is going to help you get more rest and fun, that's what I want to help us, that's what I want to set us up to do. And yes, some of that is being intentional, but the other part of it is actually just taking time to be fun. And that's why I love that we get on here and we talk about the fun things that we've done this week and we celebrate them, and we're actually doing the thing like right now. So that makes me super excited. Okay, good. All right. So, now it's time to move into winding down for the weekend. And I am super excited to be winding down for the weekend. What are some things that you're going to do for rest and fun this weekend? So the first thing that we do is we look at how many tabs we can close. Listen, I started closing some tabs while I was waiting for the timer to go down. So I think I closed maybe 5 tabs while I was giving this a little bit of time. Let me see. I can close this tab. I can close that. So how many tabs? I'm closing this today. I'll reopen that on Monday. I'm closing that down. This will probably stay open if I'm being honest with myself. Um, this will be open. Um, okay, I have a couple emails. So I have a couple things that are going to stay open, but I have about 4 tabs that I can close on my laptop. And I'm closing that. I'm closing this. I'm closing that. I'm closing this. I'm closing that. Look at me closing stuff, closing windows. Come on. So I close a couple windows on my iPad, and when I get off our live stream, I'm gonna close some things on our computer since I use my iPhone as my webcam. I can't do that now because it would you wouldn't be able to see me. But okay, so I got some windows closed. How many windows did you close today? And if you only closed one, or if you just thought about closing one, that's okay. Then the next thing is, what are you going to do to jump off your rest and fun today for the weekend? So today I'm jumping off my rest and fun. I have 2 plants. One is named Matilda, and she is a peace lily, and the other one is named Marley, and she is a bamboo plant. Both of them have outgrown their pots, and so the new things that were sprouting up, they were immediately dying, and I didn't recognize that it was because the plant had outgrown the pot. If that's not a lesson, man, I love how plants are such a lesson every time. But all of that being said, since I've now recognized that they were both outgrowing their pot, I am I don't want to accidentally kill them. So there is a place here in Charlotte called Plant House that for $5 they will repot your plant for you. And I've already got the pots. It's not even that. I already got a pot. I just need it to be replanted. So I'm gonna take it over there and I'm gonna let them replant my pot, repot my plants for me so that they don't die. So I'm actually really excited about that. Um, So that's the one thing I'm gonna do today. And then tonight is the first night of Exodus Summit. I am so excited about Octavia. Um, I always want to call her Raheem Devon because her last name is Raheem, but it's Octavia Rahim. I got it right. But I'm so excited about her session tonight. So I'm gonna be in my comfy clothes. I got my my Apple TV set up on the big screen at my house set so I could watch it on the big screen. I'm gonna get real comfy, get my little mushroom brew, my little warm, cozy mushroom brew in a blanket and be ready. I am cannot wait for that tonight. That's going to be such a great session tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. I listen, I'm gonna make sure the dogs are ready for that too. They're probably gonna be like, you know how have you ever dog sit a dog where they think the dogs think they're little, but they're actually massive? Like these, that's how these dogs are. So they're gonna want to cuddle with me. So I might sit on the floor so that they can cuddle with me and they will love that as well. So yes, that's what I'm doing tonight. And then the fun thing that I'm eating tonight, y'all, I finally found a meal prep box that is vegan, like has vegan options, and the food is delicious, and it was no drama, and the prices were good. So I have started using Mosaic Foods Box. And so I now, because of that, I got my meals prepped for the whole dang weekend. Actually, I got my meals prepped for like the next 2, 3 weeks, which is amazing as well. So yes, I'm very, very, very excited about that. And the first one that I made yesterday, I made um, the vegetable pot pie. I had to eat 2 servings because it was so good. I was only planning to eat one because I'm like sectioning things out, but oh my gosh, it was so I was like, oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. So, yes, I'm excited about my meal prep box. And I like it too because they have single serving stuff, but they also have family serving things. So I could buy the family serving thing and get 4 servings out of that and eat that for multiple days rather than just having the single serving one for one day. So I'm really, really excited about it. Let me tell you, I have tried over 15 meal prep boxes. Yes, over 15. I have a non-vegan meal prep box that's my favorite, and I have now decided that this Mosaic Foods is now my favorite of all, but definitely my favorite vegan meal prep box because meal prep boxes are not created equal. I do have some runner-ups. Um Green Chef is another good vegan box. You just have to cook the stuff and I'm in my non-cook era, okay? I am in my non-cook era. The Mosaic box, it comes where you just put it directly in the oven and that's all you gotta do, or put it in the microwave. That is my whole life. I'm loving it. So that's it. Let me see, because there's a couple comments. Marissa said, "Oh, that meal prep box sounds bomb." Yes, girl. Yes, girl. I told you. Let me tell you, when I ate the first thing the first night, I was like, "Oh, it looked a little weird because it was like some Asian noodles that I'd never tried." But let me tell, I ate that and I said, "Oh, you know how you look at the fork like, wait, this is how that's how good this tastes? Okay." And then you eat some more. That's how good it was. It was so good. Yes, and the pot pie was bomb. It had a nice puff pastry on the top, and I was like, talk about comfort food. Like, and it's nice that you can find vegan, healthy comfort food. So I was very, very excited about that. Oh, do I have a Roard leak? I do. I would love to send this to my friend because she is on the hunt for a meal prep box. I would definitely let me get it right now. I sent it to my client that I was talking to yesterday because she she is looking for a meal prep box as well. And I was like, girl, I know you're not vegan, but I would consider myself dairy free. whole food plant-based because I will eat meat, but I don't eat meat every week. I might eat meat once a month. So I don't eat meat very often. But I would rather have a really good like dairy-free box, but a lot of places don't make dairy-free. They put dairy in everything, like everything. But I would rather have meat than I'd rather have meat than dairy. So I would rather have this vegan box where I know for sure that I enjoy the vegan meal and then just buy a piece of meat that I like to go with it because I'm not doing that very often rather than trying to do it the other way around. So this has been a really good option. Marissa, I just put the link in the chat so you can copy that from there. But yeah, Mosaic Foods is my number one favorite vegan. They do have vegetarian things where the vegetarian might have dairy in it, but it also might not have dairy in it. So you have to look. Um, some things that are called vegetarian are not because they have dairy in it, but only because they have honey, because honey technically comes from animals as well. I can't say that I'm not adverse to using honey. Again, just like I'm not adverse to eating meat, I just try not to do it very often. So if they have a box that is dairy free but has honey in it, I will still try it. But yeah, and I like it too because they have um pizzas, they have I don't really eat pizza that often, but they have family style. They have breakfast items, they have smoothies, they have single portions, they have family style portions. So they have a lot of different options. So yes, try that out. Good. I'm glad. I hope that she likes it because then she'll get $20 off her box and I'll get $20 off my box. And I'm always down for that. This is how you know I liked it. This this company doesn't do one of those like we make your first box super cheap. They're just like either you like it or you don't. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it anyway. But the prices were also really good too. I mean, I got 21 portions. 21 portions for $215. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. That's like $10 a portion. Not bad at all. So I enjoy it. All right, so we've done our wind down activities for today. As always, I am always so honored to be able to make space for us to do this. Thank you for joining live. Thank you for the opportunity for me to love on you, for you guys to love on me. I love receiving it when you do. And I hope that you're receiving my love on the other end. If ever you want to work together and you want to learn more about ways that we can work together, just check out workwithme.yourdreamstrategist.com. But in the meantime, thank you for joining Freedom Fridays. Thank you for helping me create this space. And yeah, I enjoy you. All right. So I will see you guys next week. I still got that message up from last week. Yay. You have a great weekend too. I listen, while we're in the chat, I'll be like, hey, Marissa. Hey, Marissa. Hi, y'all. Oh, wait, I forgot to do something important. Oh my goodness. I forgot to wait, I gotta go back. I gotta go back. I'm glad I didn't immediately cut us off. Um, yeah, I forgot to do the, what is it? The giveaway. My goodness gracious, forgive me. Let me look right now. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I am so sorry. Look at me. How am I going to be asking people to join a giveaway and then not doing the dang giveaway? Where is it at? Where is it at? And then we can say goodbye. I'm sorry. I guess it's just so hard to say goodbye. Okay. So let me look. And then here's the winner. Okay, got it. All right, sorry. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot that. Okay, so the winner of the giveaway is Megan Pankey. So I'm going to go ahead and send her a message on Instagram. I'm so excited to be able to send that to her. Yay for still being here. Oh, but yes. So I'm gonna send that ticket to her so that she could join Exodus Summit this weekend. It's an all access pass. And I hope to do some more giveaways in the future. I want to figure out something that's really juicy, something that you guys actually enjoy. Yes, congratulations, Megan. So, yeah, as I figure out something that I'm like, yes, this is going to be a good giveaway, then I will do more giveaways in the future. So, thank you to everybody that put their information in for the giveaway. And now I'll actually officially say goodbye. Thanks for sticking around. Oh my gosh. Mm. Yes, have a great weekend, Marissa. I appreciate that. Congratulations, Megan. I'll see you guys next week. I love this. I love this community.